Welcome back to comments video number 2. This one I have called my favourite haters because it contains comments mostly from one specific hater with a spattering of a few others. Now these are the best comments that I have found by these particular haters, which even YouTube deems to be inappropriate or spammy, so it doesn't even publish them and puts them straight in my held for review folder, and sometimes even in the hidden comments section of my dashboard. So without wasting any more time, let's get cracking. So we're starting today with this, which to be honest, it's like either cop-splaining or word salad. I'll let you guys decide on that. Exposing frauditors is back, says. Police abusing powers. There's a huge problem with you and your mouth. The police aren't the problem. You are, and your frauditor friends. Where's your evidence? Where's your facts? There are police who do a good job. You are making the police look like the enemy, when some of them do a grand job. Well, first of all, yes, there is a huge problem with me and my mouth. I'm still recovering from multiple strokes, and I have some dental issues that are currently being treated. So yes, you're correct about that, but not so much about the rest. The police are the problem, as is the government, so granted it's not entirely the police's fault, but to call me and our frauditors friends, which doesn't make any sense by the way, and not wanting to be a spelling Nazi, that's not how you spell your in that context. To call me and them the problem is classic gaslighting, which is what makes me believe that this is cop-splaining or word salad. Even the simplest minded person can find the evidence of all the reports I put out. It takes nothing more than a quick search on Tinternet. So if you want to see the evidence and facts, then instead of flapping your gums and wetting yourself over my videos, actually do some research yourself. You are right though, there are some police who do a good job. Unfortunately, even those police will succumb to the dark side by covering for a colleague at some point, which then makes them not so good anymore. As for making the police look like the enemy, really? You think they need me to make them look bad? You really do see the world through rose-tinted glasses, don't you? Moving on, and another insightful comment from Exposing Frauditors is back. By the way, didn't even notice you had gone anywhere to come back from. In this wonderfully literate piece of work, he says, you're not thinking of no one apart from yourself. You're just a police hater because you've been arrested once or twice because of your behaviour. For once in a lifetime, do a video on a police officer who is a hero. You'll find them. Stop being fraudster after people's pocket money and do one. Well, apart from the obvious illiteracy there, I think about a lot of people. Many people on a daily basis, in fact. You're not one of them. And I don't hate the police. I hate what they've become, and I hate bad police. But we need them, and I think that police who are respectful deserve to be respected back. As for me being arrested once or twice, maybe you should go and check the PNC without a proper policing purpose, because I have been arrested probably about a dozen times. Yes, mostly because of my behaviour. I was a bit of a shit when I was a kid for reasons that I'm not willing to share with the likes of you. But also on occasions where I was not at fault. And it's those occasions where I had done nothing wrong but was treated with disrespect and contempt that I have an issue with. By the way, have you noticed the name of this channel? You should have, you say it enough when you tag me in your comments, but do you actually understand what police abusing powers means? It doesn't mean finding stories of police who have actually gone above and beyond in their duties, mainly because I have hardly any content. Also, if you go through my videos, you will find examples of where I've said well done for a copper's actions, even, and you'll like this one, even when they've been faced with somebody being really mouthy, really cocky and getting right in their face. But the constable has remained calm and professional throughout the interaction without the need of going hands-on to teach the person a lesson, just because they were plodding and can get away with it. As for fraudster, what is it with people using that phrase? I don't and haven't defrauded anyone, unless of course you have some of your own evidence that you can back up with facts. Next we have Neil Bentley, who clearly thinks I'm a Mason or something. At least we know that you can count to 33, Neil, although that does make you overqualified to join the police. Next we have Sniper424, who seems to have an issue with my hair and the fact that even now, almost 2 years since my strokes, I can still stammer a little on some words. And you talk about my moral compass. What a hypocrite. Sticking with Sniper424, he seems to be yet another one who seems to think I'm an auditor. I simply don't know where they get this from, but clearly I'm not, Sniper. Also, have you shown yourself up again? You call me a lowlife, yet you're the one mocking my hair. You do realise that's actually a hate crime, don't you? As for crime when my weird lowlife pals get owned, I'm not sure you've really seen me crying over people on YouTube. Seems to me you're living in a fantasy world, like the others in this video. Auditor Frauditor next, who has a wonderful short on his channel which must have taken him hours and hours to create. It's a Christmas tree made up of auditors' pictures. Guess what? I'm not on there, so you can't really believe that I'm an auditor, can you? By the way, is that one subscriber your mummy? Anyway, Auditor Frauditor says, shithouse of a channel, space exclamation mark. You will be exposed on Audit HQ on Facebook too, space exclamation mark. The haters have got their own HQ where they can all meet up and pull themselves off over the fact they hate people holding police to account. They even hate auditors so much that they've ripped off DJ Audit's logo for their own logo instead of having the capacity to create their own. How sweet. On the Audit HQ page it talks a lot about investigating, but if this comment is anything to go by, I don't think anyone has much to worry about. Back to exposing frauditors is back now, as he says Dan is doing malicious videos on YouTube towards the police again. Who exactly were you talking to there? The tens of thousands of people who enjoy my content? I mean, if I was doing malicious videos, then I would have been shut down by now. It's a shame you can't understand that reporting the news isn't all unicorn farts and rainbows. And I have the right to report on whatever I want, and that means even if it focuses on those in positions of power or authority. I think you're crying to the wrong people here. Exposing frauditors is back. Really upset me with the following comment. He really touched a nerve. Well, not so much touched a nerve as gets on my nerves. Police abusing powers. Yawn, laugh, laugh, laugh. Yawn, 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 laugh, laugh, laugh. Very clever use of emojis there. Bootlicker, proud to be. This proves you're anti-police. Didn't you hang about with that mother abuser, Rad Gamer? Also that con, lying, stealing, Marty Blackborough. You're worse than the police. You're a liar. We can see why this comment hurt me so much. Calling me worse than the police? That's completely uncalled for. As for Rad Gamer, I've met him once. He turned up when Marty and I were doing a project in public, and guess what? Unlike the police, I believe that people have the right to go where they want in public, even if that means following Marty and I around. He's a salty one, isn't he? Oh, and by the way, have you any evidence to back up with facts that I'm a liar? Didn't think so. Now, I'm not sure what this was in reply to, but I think the message is more important than the reason it was left. Police abusing powers. So do you. This proves you're a police hater. You can't stand it that the police are improving each and every day. Admit it. You despise them. You hate them. You talk so much poo emoji. You have a lot of hate. You're filled with hate. Just admit it. You're the one talking poo emoji, not me. You. I'm not even sure what to say to this. I mean, he calls me the hater, but every instinct tells me that that's a comment written by someone who's being consumed by their own hatred. And why would the police need to improve each and every day if they're so wonderful? Next we have Something Like Anonymous. Let's see if he can improve on the standard of hate we've received so far. It's not very good. Clearly not her first time dealing with police. How can you people stand there and back her up? You have no idea what she is up to. I wish to God we could move everyone who hates authorities and police to one side of the country and be done with you. I really would. Then you can police yourselves. Great idea. I think leaving the bootlickers and the police in one area and the rest of us fucking off to another is a great idea. I mean, it works for thousands of years. And considering the police are the public and the public are the police, allegedly, I don't think we'd have much of a problem. We could form and monitor our own law enforcers who are accountable to the people. Therefore, if they do wrong, they are dealt with and not have their crimes hidden away. I'd love to see you crawling to our side of the country when the police have got bored of not having easy targets to prey on and start on you. Because they will. It's ingrained in them. Kawasaki SXI1 is up next with this comment. Why don't worthless cunts like you leave the police to do their best? Well, you see, Kawasaki SXI1, We've seen what happens when police are left to do their thing. They end up churning out people like Wayne Couzens and David Carrick. If you think they should be left to do what they like, then you are a seriously unhinged individual. Or a police constable. Exposing frauditors is back. Again, has this guy got the hots for me or something? I mean, he just can't seem to leave me alone, can he? You going to do a video on Coley Burks being arrested or Chris being a woman beater? No. No, I'm not. Marty Blackburn already covered Coley Burke's arrest, and as for Chris, is he a police constable or councillor? An MP or a doctor? No, didn't think so. Hence why what Chris gets up to has got nothing to do with me. Exposing fraud at his back seems to think that by saying something more than once, people are going to pay attention. Why don't you do a video of your pals Chris Gallone abusing his ex-missus? Oh wait, you support thugs like Marty Blackburn and Chris Gallone, live free. Even Ryan Alsop, who abused his mother. Where's your news reports on these people? What a sad and pathetic little man you are. As I've already said, none of those work in the positions that I report on this channel, and adding that would be leading the channel down a path it's not intended for. As for supporting thugs, I certainly do not. Hence why I don't support the police. Up next we have Dom, who calls himself BJ Audits. What's most interesting about this hater is that on the video on his channel, which there were like 2, YouTube recommends I try YouTube Kids, which I've never seen on any other channel I look at. I wonder if YouTube are trying to tell me something. Anyway, BJ Audits says, this channel is utter pants. Fancy sticking up for wanted criminals that are clearly wanted by the police. This channel carries on like everyone who's arrested is a victim. The channel has all the hallmarks of a Tommy Robinson fanbase. Now, there's a couple of things to digest here. Firstly, he's talking about the woman who we featured in this video. As you can see from the title, she was released without charge, meaning that she was clearly not a criminal. But people like Wayne Couzens and David Carrick certainly are criminals, and I don't stick up for them, do I? I do wonder what he means by a Tommy Robinson fan base. I mean, I don't even look at his stuff. Our penultimate comment in this roundup is yet another from Exposing Auditors is back, who is exposing nothing other than the fact he's a crybaby in need of his mummy. Police abusing powers. You're an idiot. Well, it's nice to see you've spelt "you're" correct that time. You're the one causing issues because you're the one that's being negative towards the police. You're the one who doesn't do positive videos praising them up, so you will get criticised. Look at your hatred towards police. Look at your attitude. It stinks. And in your videos, talking and bringing up mums and all that, you are pathetic. You're a lowlife, sad man who has hatred towards the police. Now, I'm pretty sure this grumpy boy needs a bottle and a nap. In fact, I did ask him the other night when he commented at silly o'clock in the morning if his mummy knew that he was up so late playing on his phone, but he didn't reply. Actually, the fact he was commenting so late at night and the fact he spelled mum M-O-M could indicate he's from across the pond rather than here in the UK. Of course, can't be sure, but the projection is strong with this one. I mean, all that anger in his comment, you can almost feel the rage coming from the comment. I think the issue here is that you probably know someone in the police and you see them as your hero. Don't get me wrong, if that's the case and the person is a decent cop, then that's great. We all need a good role model, but I don't think that is the case, because a good role model would teach you not to get so angry at people for their opinions. Now, to finish the video, we have something a little more positive, as I was asked on the last video to end on a positive note on these comments videos. F. Tollan left a nice comment in which he says, 5 or 6 years ago I wouldn't have bothered to watch this channel. It's a bit of luck I wasn't around 5 or 6 years ago. Fuck me, what a change in mindset I've had. Keep up the good work, dude. Thank you, F. Tollan, I appreciate your comment, and I will keep it up for as long as I'm able to. What a nice guy. Anyway, that brings us to the end of today's comments video. I hope you enjoyed it. I think that Exposing Frauditors is back has had enough airtime for now, so he won't be featured in any of these videos for a while unless he says something extra special that simply can't be ignored. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments, and I will see you next time.